All right, so at this point, you've gotten pretty comfortable with Bandlab. You have already made a couple of projects, and let's take it a little further. First, let us make sure that you have a new project just like mine. If you don't have that yet, make a new project in your own Bandlab, so that way your screen looks similar to mine. Go ahead and do that now. All right, once you have made your new Bandlab project, let's label this your last name, taking it further, okay? So that'll be your last name, taking it further, because we're gonna take our skills and we're gonna carry them a little further. So if you notice, I have two tracks here. I have my drum machine track and an instrument track. My drum machine track, say that 10 times fast, has two patterns, the A pattern, the B pattern, followed by A, B again. Now, to do that, you're given the A and B pattern by default here. So I highlight these two, I hit copy, which on my computer is Command C, but you're most likely with Control C to copy. So Command or Control C. I put my playhead almost to the end. With the arrows on my keyboard, I put it right at the end, and then Command V. Now let's highlight these again. Control C and Control V. Now, if you notice, it's starting to get a lot longer. So each time that you highlight and paste, it doubles your length, okay? So highlight everything, copy, paste. Look at that. We're really cruising now. I think this is a decent length. Okay, so now that you have your drums copy and pasted, all right? And really, actually, I want to say one more thing. When you're pasting, it is extremely important that your playhead is right at the end, or else it won't stay in time. You'll have some odd jumps in the drum beat. So when you're pasting, just make sure that your playhead, the white line, is directly at the end. Okay, so now let's talk about some additions, some changes to the instrument that we can make to make your life a little easier. If we go to the instrument, right now we're just gonna hang on the piano, but we'll talk about changing that in a minute. Hang on the piano, and we're gonna make our lives a lot easier. Right now we have every single key on the keyboard. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this. It's not labeled, it should be, but it's going to allow us to choose a grouping of notes that'll make sense for our specific purpose. So if we click on that, if we go to major triad, okay? Now, this is not a music class, so I'm not gonna fully explain what a major triad is, but T-R-I, that means three. So this is a grouping of three notes that work well together, okay? That's all you really need to know for this specific purpose. A major triad is three specific notes that will work together. Minor triad is a different version of that, but we're gonna focus on major triad right now. Now, if you notice, we're left with a C note, E note, G note, C, E, G, and C. Now these are, there's some repeating notes here. We have a C, three C's, two E's, and two G's. The difference between each C, for example, is that this is our lowest C, and this is the exact same note, just an octave higher. So it's the same note, just higher on the keyboard, okay? Now, if you wanted, you can change this here. Pitch, when this is green, this is the actual note, the actual name of the note, C, G, E, C. But if we take pitch off, if you notice, all the letters change because these letters represent what you'd be playing on your keyboard, like your actual computer keyboard. I don't know why this one doesn't have one, but so you can actually use your keyboard like I've talked about in other videos, okay? So using this, and you can change it from C to, let's do the D major triad. You can do the E major triad. If you notice, I'm just playing the notes in random orders, but all of them sound good, okay? All right. Now, understanding that, I'm going to ask you to pause the video now and spend some time with the drum machine, messing around with this adjusted grouping of notes. All right. So mess around. Choose the notes that you want to play. We're just going to play along with the drum beat. Eventually, when you want to record something, please feel free. All right. In the next video that I'll post, I'm going to ask that you change your instrument sounds. If you already know how to do that, please feel free to do that while you play. At any point, if you feel comfortable with what you've decided to play, whatever notes, you can feel free to record. You know how to do that by now. All right. And if you have any questions, please ask. Remember, the objective here is to try and record something now that we have a little bit more knowledge, something that you might want to show somebody. All right. Good luck.